Hello everybody, hola amigos, how are you all? In this video today, we are going to be learning the Spanish alphabets, los alfabetos. And do you know what is the Spanish alphabet called in Spanish? It's called el abecedario, el abecedario. So do you all want to learn the Spanish alphabets with me? Okay, follow me then. Okay friends, the first alphabet in Spanish is called A, and A in Spanish is called A. A. Now how to memorize this? There's a trick here. Whenever you want to learn any of the pronunciations in Spanish, the trick is to note down the pronunciation in Hindi. And from there you can memorize it much easier. That's A for you in Spanish. A. Okay? Moving on. Now, A is used in words like amiga. And what is amiga? Amiga is a friend. So, amiga. Moving on. Now we have B. B in Spanish is called be. 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 That's a B in Spanish. B for barco. Barco is a boat. Barco. Barco. So that's be. Moving on. Now we have C. C in Spanish is called se. Fe. Fe. Notice how I roll my tongue. Fe. That's the alphabet C in Spanish. C for casa. Casa is a house. You call it a casa. Okay. What do we have next? We have D. And D in Spanish is called they. 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 And D for Dedo. Dedo, a finger. It's called Dedo. So that's they for you. Now we have A. The alphabet E in Spanish is called A. A. A and E for estrella. Estrella is a star. Estrella. So that's A for you. Now I have F. F in Spanish is called F-A. 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 That's F for you in Spanish. F for Flor, which is obviously a flower. Flor. Flor. That's F-A. Now, what do we have next? We have G. Now, the sound of G in Spanish is G. 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 That's G. And G is G for Gato. Gato. That's a cat in Spanish. Gato. G. Now we have H. H in Spanish is called an H. 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 That's an H in Spanish. H in Spanish is helado. Helado is an ice cream. H is always silent in Spanish. So therefore, you will not say helado. You will say helado. H. The alphabet name is H. Moving on. Now I have I. I in Spanish is called E. E. That's an I in Spanish. E. And what do we have? I for Imán, which is a magnet. So this is your sound of I. E. Now we have J. And the J in Spanish is called a jota. Jota. How do you write it? Jota. Jota. You see the sound of h that I'm making? So that's the sound of J. Jota. And now we have a juice. And how do we call a juice in Spanish? Jugo. Jugo. That's J for you in Spanish. What do we have next? We have K. K for Kiwi. And how do we say a K in Spanish? Ka. Ka. K is ka. And K for Kiwi. Kiwi. That's K for you in Spanish. Okay, now we have L. And how do we call an L in Spanish? L is L. L. Repeat that. L. That's an L sound in Spanish. L for Libro. Libro. Libro is a book. And you call it a Libro. So that's L for you in Spanish. Now, what do we have next? We have M. And how do we call an M in Spanish? M becomes M. 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 It's an M in Spanish. M for mano. Mano. M. Alright? Now friends, next we have N. And N in Spanish is called N. 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 That's N for you in Spanish. N for Nube. Nube is a cloud. Nube. Nube. What do we have next? Now this is a special alphabet which is used in Spanish. We don't have this alphabet in English. It is called Ñ. 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 Now if you will notice this is called a tilde. It's called a tilde. So you have the special symbol on top of N which makes it an Ñ. This is the Ñ sound. And this is a special Spanish alphabet. We don't have it in English. Ñ is Ñ for niña. Niña is a young girl. Niña. Niña. So that's niña. Okay friends, what do we have here? We have O. O in Spanish is called the same. O. Oso. Oso is a bear. It's a bear in Spanish. Oso. So O is O. That should not be too difficult. Oso. Okay. Next is P. P in Spanish is called Pe. 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 That's P for you in Spanish. Pe for pan. Pan. Pan is a bread. Bread is called pan in Spanish. Next, Q. Q. Q is called Ku. Ku. That's the sound of Q. And Q for queso. Queso is cheese. Queso. Okay. Now we have R. The R alphabet in Spanish is called R. R. If you will notice, I'm rolling my R's a lot. R. R. The R sound in Spanish is very, very strong, so you have to roll the R like R. Not R. R. So that's R for you in Spanish. R is called Ratón. Ratón. That's a mouse for you. Ratón. So that's R for you in Spanish. Now we have S. S is called essay. Essay. Essay in Spanish is called, essay in English is called, essay in Spanish is called S. So that's Silla. Silla is S for Silla. Silla. That's essay for you in Spanish. Now friends, we have T. T is called Te. 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 T for telephone. T, teléfono. Teléfono. You will notice I'm not saying teléfono. I'm saying teléfono because there's no t in Spanish. So the t becomes softer and you make it t. Teléfono. And E has an accent. So an accent means you have to stress on it. So it becomes teléfono. Teléfono. Right? So that's the alphabet T for you. Now we have U. And how do we call a U in Spanish? U. U. That's a U. And U for uvas. Uvas are grapes. Uvas. Uvas. So that's alphabet U for you. What do we have next? We have V. And how do we call a V in Spanish? Uve. Uve. That's V for you. Uve. And V for vaca. Vaca. That's a cow. Vaca. So that's alphabet V. Now friends, we have the W. W is called uve doble. Basically, uve doble means W. That's why in English also it's called a W. W. So it becomes uve doble. Uve doble. So that's a W. So W for windsurf. Windsurf. Windsurf is called windsurf in Spanish. Now the alphabet X. X is called X. 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 So X is X. Now we have here a xylophone, which is called a xilófono. Xilófono. That's an X for you. Xilófono. How about a Y? Y. What do we call a Y in Spanish? Y is an Y. Y. Griega. Y. That's an Y in Spanish. Y is Y. So Y is Y for yo-yo. Yo-yo is a yo-yo in Spanish. Yo-yo. Y. That's the sound of Y. And then finally we have the last alphabet, which is Z. Z in Spanish is called Zeta. 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 The important thing to note here is that there is no Z in Spanish. So it becomes S. Zeta. That's a Z in Spanish. And therefore Z for zapato. Zapato. Not zapato. Zapato. That's a shoe for you all in Spanish. Okay friends, I hope now you have clarity about the Spanish alphabets and you enjoyed it learning with me. So keep practicing and hope to see you back for another video. Thank you very much for watching.